On this episode, we're talking about advertising to make up for a bad location, dentists who still use yellow pages, and marketing that makes you look desperate.
This is the 8E8 Dental Marketing Show with your host, Joshua Scott.
Hey everybody, what's up and welcome to the 88 Dental Marketing Show. This is the internet's only dental show that's answering marketing's most important questions. You can always believe that. That's what we do. This is episode number 36 and I am your host, Joshua Scott. Good to be with you here today, wherever you're at. It's a Monday morning, cool November fall Monday morning here in the Midwest. And for those of you who are fall lovers, you are enjoying this time of year right now because it's amazing outside. Football weather, pumpkin picking, just, pumpkin pie, getting ready for Thanksgiving. Got the menu, I'm putting it together for my family this year. So the menu's happening, ordering, all that type of stuff right now, planning for that big day over at my place. And other than that, man, a brand new article that's out this month for November. It's creating a successful marketing plan for 2016, for next year. So, it's November, and one of the most important things you can be doing right now for your marketing is creating a successful plan for next year. Putting a budget and a plan in place, taking a long-term look at it, step back right now and be able to just analyze this year and plan ahead for next year. I'm just telling you, just by planning ahead and planning long-term, you will solve so many marketing problems. The one thing I know about dentists is that most dentists spend about $30,000 on marketing. It's split up between 4 to 6 different companies. Most don't know what it's doing or if it's working or not. And I've never run into a dentist where I talk to him and he says, man, I feel great about my marketing investment. I love the amount of money I'm spending on marketing. And so if that's you, if any of that applies to you, sit down right now, analyze your marketing from this year. Look, if you're going to invest any amount of money, but much less $30,000 or more, you should feel great about it. I mean, this should be like, yes, please let me find places to give my money because I know if I give $1, I get 4 back. And so if I invest $30,000 in marketing next year, we're at least going to get 120 back. And so, man, that ought to be the attitude. That ought to be the feeling. And if it's not, then sit down now. Now's the time to do it. Plan next year. Let's take a long-term approach. Look at it. Get a budget together. And create a successful plan for next year that you can feel good about. So that's happening. Check that out. Link is down in the show notes below. Also, next Thursday, November 19th, I will be in Chicago presenting with Rev Local. And so any of my viewers there, listeners who you're in the Chicago area and you want to come by for a evening session in downtown Chicago, top trends in dental marketing, presenting with them and their team. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a great event. So if you're there, you're interested, you can make it, you want to be part of that event, just hit me up, shoot me a link, an email, a comment down below. Let me know. We'll get you registered for that event. So lots going on right now, sprinting to the end of the year. But before we get there, I got 3 questions for you today.
Question number 1 is from, which is more important, location or marketing? And if your location isn't so good, can you make it up by doing more marketing?
Varis, this is a good question. It's one I had to think about here a little bit. because obviously location plays a huge role in marketing. I mean, it's a big role. If you get a great location and build a great sign and have visibility like that, man, it significantly reduces the investment that you need to make. And so, can you overcome a bad location? And I know you're in Albania, and so I'm not quite sure what we're talking about by a bad location, but I would say overall the answer is yes, you can. And it's something that I've seen from personal experiences and some of our clients that we work with. You can overcome a bad location with advertising, but most importantly, you overcome a bad location with great customer service. And so that's the one thing I've seen all these practices have to do if they're in a less than ideal spot, is really make up for it with the customer service and go out of their way to treat patients with that extra level of care and attention. And so that's what I would say. If you find yourself and you end up in a bad spot or less than ideal spot, is build that customer service discipline into your team and into your practice from day one. In fact, it may be, I mean, that's probably one of the best things you can do, but that situation will force it to happen because every single patient that comes in there, you know they can leave for a better location. So you need to do everything you can to create a very special experience for them. And so we have a few practices we work with. They're in that situation. And honestly, those locations can become a bit of a ceiling or a cap. At some point, you're going to hit a ceiling and you're probably just going to keep bumping your head up against it. And you'll notice your growth will slow. It'll probably plateau. It'll keep hitting the ceiling, trying to get up through it, and it's not. And so at that point, you'll have to discuss moving. But if you can build a practice on great, amazing customer service, and then move when you have the cash flow and you have the dollars now to afford a better location, and you can pull that customer service discipline with you, man, that's a great call. That's a great experience. And so that's what I would do is make up for it on the marketing, yes, but also make up for it on the customer service.
Second question is from Susan. Nailed that one. Did it still use Yellow Pages for advertising?
Susan, the answer to your question is yes. But with your help, we can change that. Friends don't let friends advertise in the Yellow Pages.
Third question is from Good Golly Miss Molly. How do you balance a marketing push so you don't look desperate for business?
Molly, this is a really good question. And it's one that we have been talking through here and that we've made decisions on our marketing here at 88 Dental along these same lines. Because, and what I would tell you is the quick answer is you have to market from a position of strength. Because if you don't, so let's say all of a sudden numbers are down for some reason. You have an off new patient month, or maybe you're just starting up, and there's that very real fear of, will I have enough new patients? Will I have enough business? Will I survive? I mean, that is legit. That's an actual thing that we deal with. And so when that's happening, it's very easy to throw a sign outside and say, $25 gift card for all new patients, to, $25 Starbucks gift card, or, $25 Starbucks gift card if you just come in and talk to us. I mean, if we even just have a hope of landing an appointment, we'll throw a $25 gift card at you. It's real easy to do that. But in the end, the question is, does that line up with your values as a practice? And are you marketing from a position of strength? Because if you're not, then that looks desperate. So if you're the high traffic practice and you're like, hey man, I just need to get 100, 125 new patients through here. I know only 15 or 20 of them are going to stick. I'm fine with that. That's my game. Then that's your strength. So throw gift cards at everybody. And it works because that's how you've built your practice and modeled it around. But if you've built your practice around long-term patient loyalty and families and comprehensive care over the long term, then that marketing strategy is opposed to it. And so that looks desperate. And the people that know you and your team and the values that you're trying to establish, it's not congruent. It doesn't work. And so this is a really great point. And my best advice is to market from a position of strength. Market when things are going good. I mean, plan your marketing, right? When things are going good and you feel at the top of your game and your mission is clear and there's clarity around the strategy and the type of patients you want. And so that's my advice, but it's something, I mean, we've had to define here, because I'll get calls and emails and people say, hey, Josh, love your guys' websites. How much do those cost? And I say, well, that's not really how we approach this. I mean, what we want to do is back up and analyze your marketing strategies and create a long-term comprehensive approach. And, do you need a website? Like, I don't know. There could be other things that are broken that we may need to address first. And so, the first step is let's have a conversation. Let's get numbers. Let's analyze. And I say, no. I really loved your websites. I think they're the best. How much for you guys to create one for me? And that's just where we have to go, that's just not the best fit for us as kind of our ideal client. And so, if things were tough and times were hard, then it's like, well, we may just like start selling websites, right? But that's not our position of strength. And that's not how we best approach what we do and stay true to ourselves and our team and what we have built and what we value. And so market from a position of strength. It's immensely important advice. I hope you take it. I hope you run with it. So guys, that is episode number 36. Question, homework for the show. Does your marketing look desperate, or does it accurately represent your position of strength in the market? So that's the question. Guys, thanks so much for being here. Always appreciate it. Always love the feedback, the emails, the comments in between episodes. Keep enjoying it. Keep asking questions. Send them to me. We'll feature them on the show, get them on, answer them for you. Have a great week.